Do you or someone you know have cravings around your menstrual cycle and you're looking for help on picking something that can both satisfy that craving but also get you to your calorie deficit goal? If yes, this video is for you. Hey everybody, it's Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss journey and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. So this video was a special request. Hello out there, you know who you are. Let's just jump right into it. So the question that was posed to me is, what can you do when you're having those cravings, specifically when it's that time of the month? And there's a lot of different options that are available. Before I go into that, you guys know, if you're one of my regular subscribers, that I pride myself on transparency. So I want to be very open and honest with you that I don't have a menstrual cycle. I choose not to while using medications for that, and I just skip that week. So not that I don't understand, right? But it is an essential bias, and you guys know I like to make very clear where my biases are so that you can take everything I say with a grain of salt. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into some options. So if you are somebody who craves sweets, then what you're going to want to do is get the Barbell's protein bars. I've got cookies and cream here. I've got the creamy crisp and I've got the caramel. These things, aside from having good macros and great protein, it's like eating a freaking candy bar. Sometimes if I'm not having a sweet craving, but I just need to eat and I eat one of these, I'm like, this is like eating candy. I'm literally eating candy. Not really, but this has been a lifesaver. I cannot speak to other protein bars because a lot of them have aftertaste or they taste artificially sweet. These don't, and they come in a ton of flavors. These are just the flavors that I can eat because they don't have nuts. So if you are someone who prefers something more like a Snickers bar, they do have options that are very similar to that. I just can't speak to those because I haven't eaten them. However, these are freaking phenomenal, and I will be doing a video specifically on all of my protein snacks coming up soon. But I just want to throw this out there. If you're craving sweets, definitely get these. If you can find them where it's just a single bar and you can give it a try, definitely do that. I am somebody who has texture issues, but not in the original sense. If I eat foods that are too rough, it like blisters the top of my mouth. Don't ask me why. It just happens. And the creamy crisp, while delicious, I do have to eat it upside down. So like this. Crispies are on top, regular part on the bottom. So if you're somebody who has that issue, definitely like this video because I feel like nobody has that issue but me. I don't know. I'm just weird. Like I can't eat toast because it just roughs up my mouth and I'm miserable the rest of the day. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. So these are fantastic. I cannot say enough about them. That's Kevin sneaking in. So that's a great option for sweets. Additionally, these are great for if you have a chocolate craving. These will also get you through, and they preserve very well. So if you don't want to eat the whole bar, that's perfectly fine. What I do is I just keep the wrapper, put it back in the wrapper, and then put it in the refrigerator just because I'm weird. And they're actually really good cold. So definitely check that out. Kevin, you cannot have my protein snacks. Okay, next up for sweets is going to be the legendary pastries. Now, These come in a variety of flavors, and I have not tried all the flavors yet, but I have tried these two. This is the strawberry and the chocolate. I've also tried the cinnamon, and they are phenomenal. People love them warmed up. I think they're fantastic just the way they are. I eat them cold. I'm a rebel. And these, again, great macros, great calories. They really satisfy that sweet tooth because they're sweet, but they're not over the top. So these are a great option. They also make all sorts of other pastries, which I have not tried yet. They make like a cinnamon roll. They make like a whole bunch of stuff. So Legendary is the name of the brand, and they are really knocking it out of the park when it comes to sweet protein snacks. Some other options that you can go for are, there are various protein gummies if you're looking for something that's more like candy. There are other options like chocolate covered peanuts that you can do. The key is if it doesn't come in a single serving bag, if it's not like a pre-portioned product, I highly recommend that you pre-portion them into single serving bags. That way, when you have a craving, you can just grab it, go, eat it, you're happy, right? You've satisfied that craving, but you haven't thrown off your calories for the whole day. The other thing that I want to mention about doing snacks that are a little bit higher in sodium, because we're about to talk about salty snacks, is if you find that you crave salty snacks and you are, around that time of the month, just keep in mind that you will retain fluids and that may change your weight. So I don't want to see anybody panicking that they gained weight around their menstrual cycle, because it's something that happens naturally and it naturally comes back off again. And then if you're doing salty snacks on top of that, you are 100% going to retain fluid. So that means you may want to adjust when you do your weigh-in day, or you may just want to keep in the back of your mind, hey, I had a lot of salty snacks this week, so my weight may be off and I may need to give myself some extra time to watch that fluid come back off. Okay, salty snacks. This is me. I love salty snacks. So if you've been around for a while, you know that I am addicted to the original flavor Sun Chips. They're perfect. They don't taste weird to me because this medication can do that to you. So if you want to go the route of chips, the best thing you can do is put them, buy the bigger bag, and put them into individual serving size bags. Again, you can just grab and go. If you want to buy them in bulk and you want them to already be individually portioned, I do that sometimes from Sam's Club or Costco or Walmart. You can absolutely do that, and it makes tracking your calories so much easier because you know what's already in the package. Doing it this way and portioning it yourself is a little bit more cost effective, but if you're willing to pay a little bit more for the convenience of already having it packaged, then absolutely go that route. The other option is crackers. And I know that all of my diabetic friends are going to freak out right now, but hear me out. If you are having a craving for something salty and you just tell yourself, oh no, I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to eat something sweet. I'm not going to eat something salty. I'm restricting. You cannot have it. It's illegal. You just can't have it ever. You can never be happy. If you tell yourself that, it's only going to make you want it that much more. That's how our brain works. If you say I can't, our brain is like a toddler. If you say no, then our brain says, really? Because that's all you're going to think about today is that box of Wheat Thins. So again, it's all about accounting for your calories. If you're tracking macros, account for those macros and just work it into your daily diet and have the salty thing, have the sweet thing. But you don't have to go off the rails, right, and eat a dozen donuts. You can still make smart choices and satisfy that craving. And that is something that I've had to work really hard on because, you know, before I would just eat whatever I wanted, right? If I wanted that, you know, half a dozen donuts, I would just eat it. But we're trying to make smart choices. So if you have foods that are triggers for you, for example, donuts is a big one where you can't eat just one, but you really don't want to just, you know, use up all of your calories for the day, then opt for something similar, right? And try it out. And it may take some trial and error to find a brand or a specific item that works for you, right? Maybe you like these, but you don't like these. Whatever the case may be, it may take a little bit of trial and error. So just be patient with yourself and know that there are good options out there for you. Now, for those of you who crave ice cream, I absolutely love that one of our moderators in our group got a Ninja Creamy, and she has been posting all of these fantastic recipes, all of these different protein shakes and things that you can do, sorbets, right, to have that ice cream kick, but in a healthier fashion where it might actually be helping you meet your calorie deficit and meet your macros for the day. So definitely, if you haven't already, the link is in the description box below. I would love to have you join the group. You don't necessarily have to have a Ninja Creamy in order to make a protein shake dessert. I personally have been doing protein pudding, which is another great option. You can mix sugar-free pudding powder and your favorite protein shake. You can combine flavors, you can mix flavors, you can, you know, there's a whole bunch of possibilities. And that's another way where you can get in your protein, but also satisfy that sweet tooth. So definitely give that a try. You can also try protein jello, which they do make pre-made on Amazon. If you search for bariatric protein snacks on Amazon, you will find a ton of options. The only caveat there is that they tend to be a little bit pricey. So do a little bit of trial and error and see if there's specifically one that you can just do at home. I have not perfected the protein jello yet. It still comes out a little bit grainy for me, so I'm not ready to share that one yet. But the protein pudding, chef's kiss. It's awesome. You should definitely do it. It's easy. It takes 5 seconds. You literally just pour 2 things in a bowl, whisk it together, stick it in the fridge, and Bob's your uncle. Like, you're done. And I love that. Convenience for me is key. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have a video that you would like to request, definitely put a comment down in the comments area below, because I do read your comments. If you haven't already liked this video, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out my other videos, because I have other helpful tips and tricks and very informative videos that can help you on your health journey. And don't forget, the link to the Facebook group is down in the description below. And as always, be kind, rewind. Things for either sweets or salty snacks around your menstrual